Hi everyone, welcome back to Full Throttle Online. I'm your host Doug Townsend, joined as always by owner-operator of Full Throttle Motor Speedway, Mr. Gord Bennett. Along with this week we also have a couple other guests with us. Trevor Thompson from the Outlaw Late Model class here at Full Throttle Motor Speedway, and Hayden Sims, who is the Junior Late Model champion out of Grand Bend Speedway, who we'll be talking with momentarily. First, Gord, let's kick it off. We just got done the Outlaw Late Model meeting.
Yeah.
Well attended, a lot of good ideas, a lot of good feedback from the drivers.
Yeah, we had a good turnout of cars, or of people to our for the Outlaw Late Models. We went through the rule book of what I thought, and we didn't really change a whole bunch, which I'm kind of happy. I must know a little bit about making rules. So we set our rules for 3 years. They'll be available in completion within probably a couple of weeks, early January. So we'll get Christmas and New Year's out of the way, and then we'll get back with our back to business.
Yeah.
It really went towards equality to the race cars and economics.
Affordability is the big thing.
Affordability, yeah. So you can show up with all different forms of late models, if it's been here, if it hasn't been here, and come in and be competitive. And that's really all anybody can ask.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of it too was looking at, as you say, the economy and the affordability. Some guys have all-star cars from 20 years ago, and a lot of stuff that's sitting around, and it's a form of getting the stuff back out, getting these guys back into racing again.
Absolutely, yeah. Because I said before, there's more cars sitting than there is racing, and that's a shame.
Yeah, it is true. All right, this time I'm going to turn it over here to Trevor Thompson. Trevor, you competed full-time in the late model class here at Full Throttle last season. Originally cut your teeth here in a mini truck many years ago. I remember doing that, working with you guys then. What did you think of the rules meeting?
It was a good change to see. Like, it's nice to see a set rules this year. Last year was just kind of seeing where we're all standing, and this year we're getting it nailed down. It keeps all the cars equal. Like myself, we don't have the biggest budget in the world, but we can still be competitive and go out and have a lot of fun. And he's finding ways to cut some costs for us to keep everybody affordable to come out and race what they have.
And I think, that's the big key is the fact that, I mean, there's a lot of guys like you out there that you're not a big budget operation, as you said. You're a family-run business, and you guys do what you can to get to the racetrack every Friday night. And it's guys like you and families like yours that have, what racing's all about. And the more that any of these tracks or series can do to keep the costs down, it benefits guys like you.
Oh yeah, for sure. It makes us able to come out and have fun. Like, instead of just sitting in the stands, you can actually get on the track, and it's another outlet to have some fun in a race car.
Yeah. So going forward, 2015, basically you're coming back with the same piece and just making some adjustments on it.
We got a couple adjustments to do. The biggest thing, we want to change the color on the car this year. White was just the way we got it, and got some ideas floating around. I'm not sure what I'm going with yet, but that'll be the biggest change for next year, and then set up and practice as always.
Yeah, right on. All right, Mr. Trevor Thompson, running in the Outlaw Late Model here at Full Throttle in 2015. Now we're going to swing over and we're going to talk to Hayden Sims here from Junior Late Model out of Grand Bend Speedway.
Pretty tall boy for a junior late model, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that too. Yeah, we had another tall one here that was back quite a few years ago in a car that we couldn't get the lid closed on him a few times too. Anyway, good run this year in 2015 at Grand Bend. Now you guys got up here for the last race of the season to cut your teeth at Full Throttle, so to speak. What did you think of this track compared to the other stuff you've run on?
Well, I enjoyed this track a lot because of the high banks, and it's something different from going from a flat track at Delaware to a semi-high bank at Grand Bend to a really high bank track here. But all in all, we had a blast, and it was fun to transition from track to track, and hopefully we can do it again next year.
Yeah, and again, like it all boils down to seat time, and the more tracks you see, the better your driving experience is going to be going ahead. Now for 2015, you're back in the junior late model again, and we do have a kind of a series working with Grand Bend, and we're doing some stuff with Sabo for you guys in the junior late model. So what's plans on that? You're looking forward to that?
Yeah, I'm getting really excited because we've gone to most of the tracks that we're teaming up with, and we're planning on running full time in the junior late model again, and trying to come back and have some fun with
Keep
it.
winning.
Yeah.
Keep winning, yeah. Now you also do stuff with the mini truck. You've got one of those. Again, a little different setup. Anybody that's not used to it, the cars and the trucks are just that much different than each other, right?
Well, yeah, the 9-horse motor doesn't do as much 13 horse wheel, but the trucks have suspension and a little bit more motor, so that makes a difference transitioning from the cars to the trucks.
And again, with the high banks here at Full Throttle, it really helps you carry a lot of speed through the corners, gives you a lot more of a racy feel, I guess, is a good way to put it.
Yeah, I've never felt what a real car's been like yet, but we're hoping to get there one day, so.
Well, that's what you're doing this year, aren't you?
Yeah, we're trying to.
You're at the Outlaw Late Model meeting, and your dad Jeff was in attendance, and I know that there's some cars in the stable there. Possibility that we're going to see Hayden and probably come out maybe a couple times and try it and cut your teeth in some late model stuff. That would be awesome.
Yep.
So yeah, getting into something like that, a lot bigger fenders and a lot more horsepower.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big transition, but again, it all boils down to seat time, right?
Yeah, we've run in 3 different tracks right now. It's helping in the junior late models, but it's going to be a whole new ball game once we get into something bigger and more horsepower.
Yeah, definitely.
Now one of the reasons why Hayden's here as well is to introduce the junior late models. We ran them a couple times at Full Throttle Motor Speedway, and they are going to be a home track class, those and the mini trucks. So can you explain a little bit about them, probably more than I can, because you know probably quite a bit about them.
So they have 4 tracks they can run at, Sauble, Grand Bend, Delaware, and Full Throttle now. They're just basically a 9-horse engine from Honda, and you basically take them home and work on them every night, and then just travel to any tracks you want.
Now they have what kind of, they're a full race roll cage chassis car, and they have a full fiberglass body. They look like a little NASCAR or a little late model, so they very competitive, especially on our track. It's like, I always say, it's the little Bristol for those cars, because you're out there, you probably, when I watch you guys racing, it was like, you could see almost a draft off the cars, where they were hard at it. And how old do you have to be to start?
You have to be 8 years old to start anywhere, basically.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So a couple years for our grandkids.
Probably not
A
that
year-
far
year-
away.
yeah,
I just
year
don't,
from
I'm
mine.
trying to figure out how to get my grandkid to race and spend the time on his car and still run a speedway.
Yeah.
I haven't got that part figured out yet.
So yeah, again, the junior late models and mini trucks are both going to be running here regular in 2015 at Full Throttle. Other than that, what else we got to go on to? We got the Christmas, the passes are still available, Christmas gifts.
Yeah, well, it's that, like I said, it's that time of year.
It's that time of year.
Yeah.
We got a great deal for the Christmas passes. Again, starting up front with the adults in the grandstand at $190, and with the Christmas special we throw in 2 complimentary t-shirts, and the adult for the 21 Friday nights in the pits $420, and we'll actually throw in the driver's membership. So it's $230 savings, so any driver that complains that they're not getting a break on anything is obviously missing the boat.
They're getting a break on their race cars even.
Yeah.
Tires are cheaper, the bodies are cheaper.
Yeah.
You know, well, we got that big contingency connection deal, that $50,000+ contingency program for all the classes, so that's a big deal too.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and that's a huge deal. Like, that's something, I mean, if you're watching this and you're thinking about, you know, trying to figure out where you're going to run in 2015, log on contingencyconnection.com on the computer. Check them out, what they do. We're hooked up with them now. We're one of 2 tracks in the province that is hooked up
Yes.
with them. The other one being up by Sault Ste. Marie. So there's extra money to be made to put in the driver's pocket over and above the regular weekly payouts. So
Yeah.
that's the big thing. It's all about we're trying to do everything we can for the drivers.
Yeah. What about a new ambassador to the Speedway?
We have a new ambassador to the Speedway too. Yes, Amanda Lynn Mayhew. She has come on board as our new ambassador to Full Throttle Motor Speedway. We're just finishing ironing out the details with her as we speak, but we look forward to working with her in 2015 and having her on board here at Full Throttle Motor Speedway.
Yeah. So again, I guess that's it for this week. So
Yeah, so as I say, that's a wrap for episode 5.
Episode 5 already.
Of Full Throttle Online, and I would like to thank you for tuning in, and this has been a Full Throttle production.